to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, roll call, please.
Commissioner Dixon? Here. Commissioner Weeding? Commissioner Walsh?
Here.
Commissioner Michael? Mayor Lyons?
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, public comment. If anybody has any public comment, just approach the mic, state your full name, and spell your last name. Section 2-34 of the Braidwood Code of Ordinance imposes a 3-minute limit to each person during public comment. Anybody for public comment today? All right, we'll move into approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, reports by officials. Real quick, just a couple things here. Just to clarify some stuff, just so it's clear. Whenever we have a committee of the whole, it's going to be our second meeting of the month. When we do a committee of the whole.
No, it's the second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday. First meeting, second Tuesday. Thank you. Sorry. The purpose of this is if there's something that we want to discuss or we want to talk about, because of the Open Meetings Act, there can never be more than 2 board members in a meeting at a time. So this gives us the opportunity to discuss certain things that we want to do and talk about, or maybe make some ordinance changes. And that's why when we had our first one, is one of the reasons why we have the public comment after that we do our discussion. That way it gives somebody the opportunity to say, you know what, I don't really, as a citizen, I really don't care for this ordinance. I don't like this ordinance, but I just want to speak, and this is why I don't. So it doesn't go back and forth with dialogue. It's for us. Now, as a chair, I have the ability to ask somebody questions. Like I asked the audience about if they've had luck with Surf Internet. But it's not for you guys to give your feedback. You wait for public comment for that. That way we can keep these meetings running orderly. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands what a committee of the whole is. As far as my report, so the next meeting, our new Chief of Police, Eric Allen, will be sworn in at the next City Council meeting on the 25th. To the board, Sarah and I had a Zoom meeting. What is it? 26th. Man, for 2. Sarah and I had a Zoom meeting with Senator Chris Balkema, and we just kind of a meet and greet type of thing. We explained some of our projects that we have going on in our community, and as for kind of any assistance we have, I explained the projects we have and some grants that we're applying for. And then he definitely said he would write letters and do anything he can to help us get those grants. Speaking of grants, so the city administrator, myself and Sean, were working on a sidewalk grant, it's a Safer School grant. So hopefully we can get some more sidewalks in our town, in our community. I have this Finance Commissioner Dixon. She advised me that she had requested through our contract accounting firm to provide a monthly report for the city's financial situation. Good job on that. I was able to see that report. And during your report, you can talk about that. As far as the water tower behind the city hall it's up and running. It's been repaired. And then Dale, you'll talk about this, but we have the 3 road bids in for repair. I think we just got an email on that today on our road bids. Yeah. So as far as my reports for today, city management consultants, Sean or Steve, do you have anything?
Okay, you do have to
We have 2 motions.
request.
Oh, that's right.
Insurance renewal.
I need a motion to approve the Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance.
I'll make the motion to approve Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance.
And that also includes the life insurance policies.
Yes.
I'll second that motion.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, I need a request a motion to appoint myself to represent Westcom at the executive board meetings.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, city management consultant, Steve, what do you got?
So in your packets, there's a lengthy report there, so I'm not gonna, for the sake of boring people and, time, I'm just gonna highlight a few here. The first one is, Rob left already, but Rob did a great job of getting his crew and the public works crew, getting the city hall, water tower back online. All testing has demonstrated that it meets the IEPA standards. There's still some tweaking going on with the SCADA systems. The parking lot patching has been completed. IDOT widening at Route 129. We put out a news release, I believe it was on Facebook, and it is on our webpage, that this will begin September 2nd, resurfacing and widening on 129. Also, there will be some curb cuts, some new ADA amenities at the intersection of 129 and Route 53. The construction should commence around 7 a.m. every day. Josh relayed some various issues that we may have, especially at school time when buses are backed up. They will have flaggers there. There will be no road closures. You may have one lane at times, but they are very cognizant of getting the buses moving and not backing up traffic during the school dispersal. Salt roadway resurfacing. Dale, are you going to touch on that? Or do you want me to touch on that?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so we received the bids from Sean, from Roberts Engineering for Stacy Court and 2 other streets. What are those 2 streets?
Vital Lane, portion of Vital Lane and Third Street in the Short Center.
And 2 of those are resurfacing projects. There is an alternative for Stacy Court. So Stacy Court has the 2 wings of the cul-de-sac that was in the base bid. The center concrete is still buckling a little bit. It's going to have to be replaced. One of the things I asked Sean to do is do an alternate bid, tear all that concrete out and do it all in asphalt. So it's consistent with the roadway, and future repairs are going to be a lot less expensive, as well as some drainage, correction of some drainage issues on the 2 wings.
Correct, just reinstating it. It's overland.
So this will be on the agenda for next board meeting for approval, and I would recommend to go with the alternative. Liz will take it out of the general fund, and I think it's like 50 grand more to take that concrete out and to put all asphalt in. But we'll save tremendous amount of dollars over time with going with all asphalt. That would be my recommendation. Planning and zoning, we got our development review committee. You can read through that. We have Glow Builders and the data center we're talked about. We do have one coming up this Monday. Oasis Truck Stop that was in 2022 has revisited and has resubmitted. We'll be going through the planning process with them. And there is a truck sales project that is being vetted by our staff on, what road is that, Mayor? Will Road.
Yeah.
Thank you. Those 2 will be the topics of discussion. Mastodon Truck Stop. Mass grading should begin this week according to their contractor. Obviously, we have not seen anything yet. But if you do get a chance to drive by Mastodon, you'll see a silt fence out there. That's what I'm talking about when we say silt fence. There's a silt fence out there that's in front of the construction fence there. That helps with erosion control to make sure that the erosion stays on site. We have some good news. The dilapidated garage at 177 West Cermak has finally been removed. And we are working with 2 other vacant houses. One that has a tarp on it, the gentleman brought up. We have started the condemnation process that Brian has started. We may have some buyers on these houses. So working on agreements with potential buyers with milestones saying that you have to tear the house down by this date, you have to rebuild it by this date, and so on. So we are addressing the vacant homes. It is an arduous process because they're very protected by the law. But we have started. I think there was 8 homes that we identified. The mayor has a couple more for me. We've given 3 to Brian. I think 2 of them may have contracts with, that we're working with, and 1, I think we're proceeding with condemnation. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, one was taken down, one we have an agreement with the homeowner. Another is being marketed for sale and we thought was gonna close,
But did not.
has not yet.
So we're gonna go back and start that condemnation process over with them.
Yeah, I'll contact.
No, that's a different one, I think. Yeah, I think it's. So, long story short is, we are working on, we're taking like 3 at a time. 'Cause it's very expensive for the city to initiate the condemnation process. We're taking like 3 at a time, and then hopefully we'll get to all of them. Alternate rides, so I had conversations with some council members. Alternate rides, want to do a parking lot that is not allowed under our codes. So we worked out a way that we can do under a PUD, planning and development process, where you can do a parking lot across the street. However, he has not applied for a permit, or he has not supplied his engineering. As of yet, a letter will be going out to alternate rides saying he must cease all construction. The letter will go out on Thursday. And he can resume construction once he submits his grading, engineering, his NPDS permit, his stormwater management plans, and he can then begin up again. We have met with Nick on several occasions. He is agreeing to do all of those things. Also, we worked out some type of incentive agreement with the alternate rides owner, where he will be can get incentives through the TIF and through sales tax for selling his cars to make the parking lot to our city standards and our codes. But because he has not given us engineering, he doesn't have a permit, we have no choice but to stop him so that we don't get dinged by the state or by the county. Franchise agreement, we met with Comcast today, myself, the mayor, and Sarah. We are re-upping the Comcast agreement that expired 2 years ago. There's nothing new. I did have Sarah research other towns, make sure their Comcast agreement was equal to ours, or if it was better, we would ask for better terms. The agreements in surrounding towns are not better, they are exactly the same as ours, so we are recommending to move forward with the Comcast agreement, franchise agreement renewal. That'll be on the August 26th board meeting. 113 and Easy Street, we were asked about that. As per the Durazio and Bauer car dealership agreements, the city has to do certain improvements at that 113 and Easy Street intersection, where that no left headed northbound will now be eliminated, so you have full access going north or southbound. Sean has the plans completed. IDOT has those plans for review. Correct. So wait for IDOT's permit. Letter of credit and bonds. We're just having a meeting regarding a good procedure on establishing letter of credit and bonds and tracking them, and make sure all developers put up their fair share amount for letter of credit and bonds. TIF, at the committee of the whole, we'll be talking about new TIF consultants who will save us dollars, and a new TIF attorney, and terminating our current contract with Jacob & Klein. That will be at the next committee of the whole meeting. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. City clerk.
Yeah, a couple things. So every year during the second week in October, the Bravewood Lions Club, they always participate in a statewide fundraising event. And they join the Lions Club and other communities across Illinois to support numerous humanitarian services throughout the year. So I am requesting a motion for approval to allow the Bravewood Lions Club to hold the Candy Day on Friday, October 10th, with a rain date delay if needed on Friday, October 17th. I'm requesting a motion to approve that.
I'll make the motion.
I'll
Good.
second it.
Did you want to say something?
Do I have to repeat it if you make the motion? No, as long as Sarah did. Okay.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries. The Knights of Columbus is also requesting approval to hold their annual Tootsie Roll Drive on Friday, September 19th, Saturday, September 20th, and Sunday, September 21st. They are seeking permission to collect the donations within the city of Braidwood and to have the volunteers stationed at the intersections of Division Street, Route 113, Reed Road, and by the traffic lights. So I'm requesting a motion to approve the annual Zero drive for the Knights of Columbus.
I'll make the motion. For you.
Russell.
Okay.
I'll second.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries. And that's all I have tonight, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Engineer,
Just the only thing I was gonna mention, Steve already mentioned that we had bid openings on Friday for the road program. We had 4 bidders, the current low bidder is PT Farrell, they did our program last year. So that will be on the agenda for next meeting, at the end of the month. And then the other thing, we had a bid opening for the water treatment plant, water softener salt. He's got 2 bids on that one. One of them was not complete, so it was disqualified. The one bidder is Midwest Salt LLC. They've done a program in the past, so that will also be on the agenda. We're looking basically to get 1,000 tons of salt, 25-ton increments over the next course of the year.
I had a question, Sean. The Vita Lane
Yes,
by the stop sign, is that gonna be asphalt?
it will not.
Will not
Vitamin
be
is actually-
concrete?
Correct. The north 60 or 70 foot where it's really, really bad will be fully reconstructed in concrete. There'll be some inlets that are provided for drainage that are installed to drain to an existing inlet structure out there. And then we'll do some additional patching on the southbound and the northbound. There's additional sections where you can see that it's cracked up and everything else. But that will remain concrete.
all right, is that it?
That is it.
Okay. City engineer or city attorney, do you have anything?
I've got no report, man. Thank you.
All right, reports by city officials. Council finances, what do you got, Liz?
Well, I, need a motion to approve the payment of the bill in the amount of $337,540.62. But before we make that motion, or no, make the motion.
So you make the motion.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said before you do it. I thought you had to say something.
No,
I'll second.
now I can.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and go through this as fast as I can. In administration, we had, license renewals for software, which was 2,500. We had Springbrook renewals of, 15,000. And the Golden and Associates Consulting bill this month was 9,550. So zoning, BNF construction for plan reviews, 5,200. Some more Springbrook for 11,000. Police department, Westcom was 12,000. Accounting was 3,000. Software licenses was 2,400. Evidence storage for camera kits was 10,836. We had Bob's Advanced Auto for squad car maintenance of 2,500. Braidwood Fuel for 5,300. Casey Fuel for 1,000, and the total there was 32,000. Streets, we had local 150 medical payments were due for 9,000. Accounting was 1,500. Route 66 tire service was $1,700 for the tires for a lawnmower. Fuel, gas and diesel was 1,700, and Clennon Electric refed a light bulb for 3,100. Water and sewer, again, there was 150 medical insurance, and that was 10,000. Accounting was 32. Commonwealth Edison was 17,000. Dorner Company for Tower 3 and Tower 1 was 74. M&J Underground Connect Water Main Tower was 12,500. Superior Excavating Hydrant Repair was 7,000. Aries final payment for clarifier repairs was $37,945. Elwood Electric Sludge Blower for repairs was 4,708. Springbrook Cloud Storage was 16,000. Midwest Salt was 11,601. Water and sewer spent a total of, almost $150,000 in repairs this, billing period, but there's a lot of stuff going on with the water plant and, water in general, so we have been approving a lot of repairs, and there's gonna be a lot of money spent so that we can get it back up and running. And we paid the bill for Federated Bank for the dealership loan of $13,000.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh.
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
I need a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $87,076.28.
Second.
She asked for a motion. Are you making the motion?
Oh, she asked. I'll make the motion.
There's only two of us here.
I know. You said I need a motion.
I know, I make the motion.
Are you gonna, so you're making a motion then?
Yes.
I'll second.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
I have been working on, the professional fee tracking system. I think I have one in place. I am putting in, I have 25 in, I think I have all of 24. I'm going to go back as far as 21 to see where we stand, because at this point right now, we are not receiving any engineering fees, inspection fees, and things like that from the person that pulls the permit. So we want to get that corrected, and we're going to use a professional fee. Let me see. I've been working still on the MFT. We're almost there. We're up to year 19. Tonight's 19. We'll be getting a resolution for year 19 to get it closed out and everything. So that only leaves us, what, 20?
And I think there's one for 21 that was sent along as well.
It didn't get picked up.
Didn't make
So,
the agenda, so we'll pick it up in the next.
yeah, and then we're done, right?
I think then we're pretty much correct up. I think,
So
18
then,
Yeah, 18 some paperwork items, but I don't think we need a resolution for that.
and then and you're working still on getting us a number.
From what needs to come, how to transfer accounts and stuff, clean everything up. Yep.
And I think that's about it, except for I do have a couple items that I'd like to address from public comment from last week.
Liz,
We have to do a motion
you have a
Oops,
motion
I'm
for,
sorry.
MFT, the
Oh,
supplemental.
for them.
Number 3.
Let me do that first. And I'll make a motion to approve the resolution 2511 to appropriate the sum of $12,500 of motor fuel tax funds for January 1st, 2019 to December 31st, 2019.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh.
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, so real quick, there were a couple items that, were said last week in public comment, and I'd like to straighten some things out. The water bill increase. It was stated during public comment that this administration raised the water bills this year. That's not totally true. What the gentleman forgot to mention is that there's an ordinance that has been in effect since 1989. The ordinance states, each May 1st, each of the rates shall increase by 4% unless the city council, prior to the first day of May, shall by motion decide that an increase will be imposed for the fiscal year. This fiscal year, 2026, the increase was automatically applied with no action from the prior administration. As far as the Axon contracts, same gentleman stated that I did not want the police department to have the equipment that they needed to be safe. This could not be farther from the truth. I did not at any point in time make a statement to this effect. I did say the previous administration entered into these agreements, that's the truth. I do not understand how that statement can be taken as I don't want our police department to have the equipment that they need. Raising taxes. It was also mentioned that the city raised the property taxes 11%. Well, I took a look at my tax bill from 23 and 24. My house valuation went up 12%. This valuation is set by the township assessor. I paid the city's portion of taxes in 23 of $869.73, and in 25, $915.11. This is an increase of 5.22%, nowhere near levy. The actual levy for the city decreased from 1.284 in 23 to 1.1953. This is the only portion of the tax bill that the city has any control over, is the city levy. So to make a blanket statement that the city raised everyone's taxes by 11% is not actually true. Okay.
All right, thank you. Streets and public affairs improvements, streets and public improvements.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to let everybody know this widening on Route 129, that's a state road, that's a state highway. So Illinois Department of Transportation is doing that work, and we have nothing to do with the timing of the work or any of that. We have no say in that.
Yeah.
That's a state road, so they take care of it. Because there were some discussions about Braidwood is not doing this or that, or traffic control. That's all controlled by IDOT. And I just wanted to say, sometimes I say no report, but our streets crew, along with some of the guys in the water crew, do every day, every week they do something. They're out there mowing, they're patching sections of road, they're collecting trash along roadways, shoulder repair, putting gravel down on shoulders, helping with the water department with water leaks. We replace damaged stop signs and street signs, also installing signs. This goes on weekly. Maintaining the public works buildings at North School Street. So they're just a few of the routine things that these guys do. I get a report from our foreman every 2 weeks of what happens and the work that was done, but it's pretty much, most of it is routine work. Unless we're replacing a ditch for a resident and the resident is helping out with the cost of the material, I'll mention that. Smaller construction projects, I'll mention that, like we're helping out with the water tower. But I just didn't want, it would sound like a broken record every week. Oh, we mowed, this section of town today. I don't know. I don't think people want to hear that. They just want to see that the town looks good. And if they don't, we'll definitely hear from them. So I just wanted to say it. If people think I just pass on a report, it's not because nothing has been done, because that could be further than the truth. These guys are out there working every day, but they do routine things daily, weekly, monthly. We just finished painting all the fire hydrants. So we had some nice compliments online about that. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. I'm not going to go through what Scott gives me and telling me what sections were cut. Sometimes we cut sections that IDOT just leaves. And if we don't go out there and cut it, it'll look terrible. So we do it just so the city looks better. Sometimes we don't feel like waiting for IDOT to get out there 2 or 3 times this summer. So.
And Dale, just to expand on that, the shout out goes out to you and Scott. They went out there and cut those islands. The weeds are 3 foot high. IDOT doesn't go there and cut them. Scott went out there and cut them to make it look really nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Shout out to Scott.
Thank you. That's all I had, Mayor.
Mayor, can I Can I just talk about the water department real quick, since Warren is not here?
Yeah.
So I have a report here, regarding the water department. George Weaver and his crew and Rob have done a great job. Obviously Rob with the, treatment repair and the, water tower repair, all hands are on deck. Specifically with the water department, 8 meter repairs, 1 meter install, 7 emergency shutoffs, 5 final reads, 108 locates, which is a huge allocation of their time doing all these locates. 4 hydrant repairs, 4 D-box repairs, and the health and street department with parking lot repairs. So everyone's been extremely busy. And just to echo what Dale has, I think we have a very good public works crew. They are very passionate about keeping public works moving and keeping the city well maintained.
All right. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. On to public health and safety. Moose isn't here. He dropped a couple things off. He just kind of wanted. I don't have the police report or the police stats. Okay, so from July 22nd to August 11th, they've had 504 calls for service, 42 case reports, had 15 arrests, total arrest charges 36, traffic stops 179, citations 38, written warnings 102, semi-truck violations 9, and total parking tickets 15. I mean, by looking at this, you 179 traffic stops. That means our officers are out there, they're doing the job. And when you look at it, it's 38 citations and 102 written warnings. So that's just showing that they're using discretion. That's one thing about our police department. They do have a reputation of using good discretion and treating people respectful. And a shout out to our officers. Also, if you follow social media, they've had a couple high profile arrests. They've done a great job with that. Somebody came to me and says, "Hey, my vehicle is stolen. Should I call like the state, county auto theft unit?" And I said, "There's not a doubt in my mind that if you turn it over to Braidwood, we will solve that case." And again, our department did a great job. They recovered a couple stolen vehicles in Chicago. So again, shout out to our police department. They do a great job. I also want to talk about our ESDA. I put it on our Facebook page the other day. They've 6,000 hours, right? That you guys have, since forming ESDA. When I became the chief in 2019 and coming from Wilmington, and they had a good ESDA group, it's such a value to our city because they volunteer their time. So whenever there's anything to do with a train, an accident, anything to happen, and we don't have the manpower because we can't afford to run 3 or 4 cars per shift, sometimes things happen in this community where we need additional manpower. And when you call out ESDA, it seems like they're always there to provide assistance. I know one time when I was the chief, we had a missing person, and they come out and they assisted in the search. They brought out a drone, and again, these guys they're volunteering their time and they're taking away from their families. And just a shout out to our ESDA too. As you sit here and you listen to all our reports, I mean, we're blessed to have the town that the employees that we have that work for our town. They do a great job and they're genuine and they really care. So again, a shout out to that. As far as anything else, I don't have anything else for Moose. He didn't leave me anything else, but we have next. We'll move on to planning and zoning.
Nothing to report today, Mayor. Our next meeting should be announced.
Okay. Do we have any old business? Talk about anybody got old business?
This might not be old business, but I forgot it. Warren had asked me, last city council meeting what the numbers were, and at that point, I was right, they were 8.6 and 8.7. But as of August 12th, we started in May 1st with $8,642,101, and we have an ending balance as of today of $9,472,196.
Okay.
So
All
that
right.
was the Illinois cost.
All right. Thank you for that update. Anybody have a topic for new business? I know a lot of this stuff might have been discussed in the community of whole. Anything you want to bring up? Anything for new business? Okay. Does anybody have anything for executive session tonight? Okay. The next meeting will be Tuesday, August 26th. Again, that's when we'll be swearing in our new chief of police. It'll be at 7 o'clock. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
we have adjourned.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming.